All right, welcome in everybody. Got Bob 5 in the queue right now. If anyone else is looking to get into the queue right this moment, like the vultures you all are, just know that you will be in spot number 5 as Martz has got some CTL sets he's got to play, and he is looking to be in spot 6 or 7. So just so everybody is aware. But yeah, we'll be getting started with this first one. Sunshine Mario and Dan Vinky. That'll be getting started in just a moment. They are just going live now, and I gotta set a couple things up. But we'll be getting started in just a moment. Thank you all for coming on in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that best time of the week once again. It is Monday, baby. That's right. We are back for another edition of Monday Night Friendlies, and we've already got 5 on the card for this one, and that is including our match for our number 1 contender tournament for the Upstarts Championship. That will be between Grand Designs and Melon Soda in just under an hour. So, yeah, I'm all set for match number 1. So, Charlie, where are you at? There he is. All right. Match number 1 coming up here on Tetris Friendlies. Let's get those introductions, please. In the red corner, he has made an appearance on the last couple weeks of Tetris Friendlies here on the Monday edition. He played in the main event twice, took a couple tough losses to NGC Man and Timmy, but he's going to look to turn the tides here tonight, try and maybe even get in on the rankings, maybe for the Phenoms Championship. We shall see. It's the one and only Sunshine Mario. And in the blue corner, his opponent, a kid who's recently switched to the console, got off that emulator grind, and managed to get himself a max out on the console as well. And it is very late for him there, so I'm going to cut with all this intro nonsense and bring in Dan Vinky. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the night, kind of a main event caliber event, but of course, very, very late in the evening for our friend over on the blue side there. So, yeah, once we got ratings in the chat, level selection, I'm assuming it'll be 18 all the way, but you guys can let me know. All right, Sunshine Mario's ready to go. He's cool with 18 all the way. Just need the ready from Dan. Unless I missed it. Oh, no, there he is. All right. He's ready to go, so let's count him down. Game number 1 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, here we go. Oh, what's... Oh, my goodness. Marts, thank you so much for the sub. That is... Wow. Much appreciated. Fat Prime gave it 3 months? Wow. I don't know why you would do that, but cool. Thank you. It's much, much appreciated on this fine Monday evening. But yeah, welcome in, everybody, one and all. We are off and running now. And wow, Sunshine Mario already starting off with a nice Z-spin. And, ooh, man, he's kind of getting high up, though. Oh, I was going to say some nonsense, but all right, he's cool. He's going to get 2 touches in a row, and he's just fine now. He's at 50,000 through 14 lines. Dan Vinky at 28,000 through 11. He's got himself a couple burns he's got to take. There we go. So, Boxy, to answer your question, yes, we can, yeah, we can accommodate that. That's fine. If you want to, yeah, if you want to, okay, he accepted it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll make sure to throw you guys at the end. So we got room for 2 more, in other words. So, oh yeah, right. You have mod. Yeah, you do it yourself. All right, 120 for Sunshine Mario, 59,000 for Dan. Dan with another Tetris there, get him to 82,000. So both players keeping things pretty clean, but Dan having the rougher start here through the first 30 lines as Mario expands his lead by another Tetris. So Sunshine Mario taking a little triple there with the long bar. Okay, Marts. It's the Tetris for Mario now, 168 to what? To no, not 190 to 90,000 for Dan. So we're about 40 lines in, and yeah, again, Dan keeping things pretty clean. Is just again had the rougher start, so is gonna have his work cut out for him if he wants to catch up. Especially if Sunshine Mario just keeps throwing them down like that, gets another one. Oh, what's up, bot? Welcome in, and goodbye. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I'm already famous. King would say, I made you famous. Okay? I don't need a bot to make me famous. We got the king. So about 100,000 point lead now for Sunshine Mario. 262 to 163. And there's the Tetris for Dan now. Has got set up for another one. And wow, he's getting great RNG right now. There's another long bar for Dan. So 209 for him. Another Tetris for Mario to 293. So Mario now actually a bit ahead in lines by about a Tetris or so's worth of lines. So lead not necessarily as big as it looks. And Dan has definitely cut into it a bit. There's the Tetris for Mario now. We're going to reopen that lead. He's up by just under 100,000, but Dan cutting into it once again. So I'm going to want to start thinking about transitions pretty soon here. As we are at the 80 line mark now. So this is game 1 of the night, and it's already looking like it's going to be decided by the post-transition here. That is, wow. And there's the Tetris from Mario. Mario just starting to run away with it here, but as we'll see later, Grand Designs has showed us time and time again, no lead is safe in this game. No lead is ever safe. So, you never know. And, you know, and Dan, of course, originally one of our guys looking to compete for the Upstarts Championship, but he got too good. He got too good too quick. So King said, nah, moving you to Phenoms. And he's definitely proving he belongs there. So through the 100 line mark, though, he is down by about 100,000 points as he knocks down this Tetris here. So 347 for him, 416 for Mario. Mario having to deal with some burns, however. And oh, no way, no way! Dirty Tetris of Mario. Oh my god. He got it way up there. Wow, an aggressive move paying off. So 446 for Sunshine Mario, 350 for Dan. And Dan, ooh, he's in some trouble here, actually. Just 20 lines away from the transition. And oh my god, another 30 for Dan to answer back. Oh my god. Unreal. Unreal. So, maintaining that 100,000 point lead, and Dan is behind. He knows he's got to make some crazy plays to catch up here, because Mario will not show any signs of let up. And that's right, Rhubarb. Dirty Dan. Oh, man. So, Mario just one line away from the changeover. And Dan getting there at 408. So Mario, just one burn will do it, but we'll get there with a Tetris at 523. So they are off and running here in game number 1. Nice triple for Mario. Dan, ooh, Dan's still in some trouble here. Some nice taps over to the left. He's just tapping away, trying to maneuver pieces all the way over, and he's doing it just fine. He's lowering the board. Dan now with the left fall set up. Oh, but he's going to hang the Z, and I think that's going to do it. Yes, it will. Some subsequent hangs after that will do him in at 418. So Mario at 548 is good. We'll take game number 1. And, whoops, that is not the right one. There we go. So there you go. GG to you. You got it. Yeah, welcome in. Sean is here. We got Ian Keith here. Got Matt's just showing up. Welcome in, everybody. But at any rate, Dan is ready with game number 2. Sunshine Mario just needing that ready from you, but he may be mulling this one out, which is not ideal, as it is very, very late over on Dan's end of the world. All right, Mario's ready to go. All right, here we go. Game number 2 coming up in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Dan saying, this is why I don't play on Monday nights. But hey, speaking of that, next week, I'm done with school at the end of this week. So next week, expect the show to start a lot earlier. And probably end a little earlier too. So it'll be at least an hour early. All I'm going to confirm right now is that I will be taking 10 matches a week starting next Monday. It'll still be one per person because, man, these friendly matches, they are in high demand. Even on the Friday night edition, when they did that open queue, when King did that open queue over there, yeah, my God, it was popping over there. So, still would be one match limit per person since they are in high demand. But I'll be taking 10 matches per week on the Monday night show, and it will be starting at least an hour earlier, probably earlier than that. Probably, if I were to guess, probably around 6:30 Eastern. So probably closer to 2 hours earlier. But, you know, for those like Dan, living overseas, want to get in on some of the earlier matches on a Monday, well, this will be your chance. Because I will have a lot more time on my hands during the month of May. It's going to be great. So, so yeah. Quick score check here for these guys. We're about 25 lines in. 98,000 for Sunshine Mario, 80,000 for Dan. So a much closer game here in the early going. As Dan hits this Tetris now to take the slight lead. So, yeah, we're neck and neck here. Starting things off. And as far as tonight, okay, cool. Nobody else asked. Want to make sure I got Martz his, oh my God, if I could speak. I wanted to make sure I got Martz his number 6 spot, but the only one after him is the main event. So there you go. So 169 for Mario, 136 for Dan. And yeah, they're both keeping things pretty clean. And yeah, as a player, definitely a great thing. As a commentator though, not a whole lot to talk about, as they are, yeah, they're just playing some textbook Tetris right now, and yeah, you know what they say about textbooks. Well, there's not really a saying, but they're not necessarily They're not page turners, you know? But they are pretty neck and neck, though. 195 for Mario, 206 for Dan. Sunshine Mario getting kind of high up here. Is starting to burn down, though. And there we go. Tetris for Mario. Dan's missed the Korok thing. Yeah, no, I was thinking of things to talk about. Dan missing some things. He's in some trouble. That missed adjustment that Sean pointed out in the chat may have been what hurt him a bit. But he's down by actually a couple Tetrises now as Mario hits another one. It's at 270, 221 for Dan. That was a dirty Tetris. I couldn't tell if that was a double or a triple. I'm sure that was pretty evident in my gauntlet match last night. My God, I cannot count to 4. But there we go. 245 now is the score for Dan. As we are now at the 75 line mark. Sunshine Mario has once again opened up a bit of a lead here. But Dan with the dirty Tetris down the left. So there we go. He is right back into it. There's the Tetris now for Dan. Looking to close in on this lead. Still down by a couple Tetrises, but Mario just continuing to fire at will. Poor Will. That's all I gotta say. There's the Tetris for Dan now. And yeah, he's just keeping it clean. Mario now having to take some burns as had a couple holes now. Ooh, but a misdrop of that square. I don't think he meant to create that overhang, but is gonna, ooh. Okay, a little misdrop of that S, but everything else was kind of intended. So we'll see if he can do something to open up one of those holes. There's a dirty row 2, almost at column. And Dan now knocking down a Tetris here. He's about 25 lines away, or actually 23 lines away from the transition. So he's ahead by a few lines, but is also ahead in points by about 10,000, 403 to 413. But oh damn, it's dropping that Z. A little 2 Hertz moment there from him as Mario reopens the lead in his favor. And now they're similar on line count. So yeah, Dan, actually both players honestly are gonna really have to get these boards clean in the next 15 lines here. So we're about to transition, and that speed increase, it's killer. I tell you what, it is absolutely killer. So they're gonna have to get out of this quick. 436 for Mario, 422 for Dan, as we are just a few lines away now. And Mario just not really able to burn this down. Is finally starting to a bit. He's about halfway up the board now. Just 4 lines away, so another Tetris technically has available, but he's probably not going to get it. And goes for a delayed burn with the J as he transitions at 446. Dan is clean now, though, and transitions at 436, so we're neck and neck here. Dan just taking some conservative burns as he knows that Mario was in trouble, and he hits a Tetris on 19 to take the lead. So here we go. Game 2. Once again, we're already on 19 once again. And there's another one for Dan now. 492 to 461 here on level 20. Dan now needing a piece over to the right to try and set up. Has to take a double with the square just to keep the board low. And Mario knocks down the Tetris. His first in quite a few lines. He's at 490 now, so he is right in it. Neck and neck here, about 10k separating them, but Dan knocking down another Tetris. And another one for Dan. Oh my goodness. Wow, both these guys just keeping it clean now. They did all that cleanup on 18 to make it worth it, but Dan now misdropping a couple Z pieces. So he's got his work cut out for him to try and get out of it. But he's got the lead, so it's not going to hurt him too much for the moment. He's at 588 to 534. Mario having to take some burns here on 22 as well. There's the Tetris now for Mario, 564. So only about a Tetris behind now, and Dan is still digging. His board is looking much better as he hits that T-spin. And there we go. He's got a nice clean stack. He's just got to transfer that well back over to the right. And he's still ahead by about 10K as Mario makes some misdrops. Oh, man, Mario's kind of high up here. He's got to get something for that. Okay, gets the J. And on perfect square into the line piece. Wow. And he is, just like that, he's just about good. And now it's Dan that's in trouble at 608, just 3K ahead. He's getting these burns. He's got to get every burn he can here. And now it is Mario in the lead. And Dan is going to top out at 614. So with that Tetris, Sunshine Mario is good and is up 2 games to nothing. Wow. Some insane 19 play from both of them. But Mario able to outlast Dan. And that's what won him the game. So yeah. So Dan now, we're going to try and reverse sweep here. We'll see if he can do it. And Mario just playing stupid aggressive to see what he can do. I like that. Alright, so Dan is ready to go. Oh, excuse me. Alright, and Mario is ready to go. So we're going to count him down. Game 3 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So up next, if memory serves, I'll just open up the queue so it doesn't have to. It'll be Penguin Panic taking on Billy Mack after the conclusion of this set. So to you guys know the drill. Just make sure you're ready to go. All warmed up, all that jazz. So make sure stick around for that, ladies and gentlemen. That will be a good matchup as well. But, ooh, I don't think... I'm not sure if Dan meant to put that Z piece where he put it. And, ooh, it's starting to spire now. That is not really the spot you want to have for a spire. He does get a Tetris. Yeah, this is definitely not the board you want if you're going to try and go for a reverse sweep. This is tough. Nice tap with the T. Yeah, so now Mario just knocking down a couple more Tetrises here, and he's just going to start running away with it here as he hits another one. So, Dan just navigating this board, and is getting some decent pieces. There's a nice T piece to help out, and is going to just go ahead and build out that left. He knows he's putting weight on that hole, but not necessarily at the end of the world. Really just was really looking for a long bar there, to be honest, just so he could build on top of it, but not able to get it in time, so ended up just filling in the hole instead. So yeah, falling further and further behind though for it. He is at 43,000 through 30 lines, and Sunshine Mario at 161, but he's kind of waiting for a J, but guess what, it ain't coming. Oh, and he went for the line spin but didn't get it. Definitely missed that. So he'll have to play on row 2 for a bit because he is way up there on the board. Oh, man, he is... Okay, taking some nice doubles with the S pieces. He's got the lead, so does not need to do anything too crazy as he hits another Tetris and then another triple as well. So there's the Tetris for Dan. So Dan cleaned out now, and now it's Mario that's kind of got the weird board, but he's going to get a nice center well Tetris. Give him to 223. Dan at 118 now with that Tetris. So yeah, we're 50 lines in. Definitely a suffer start for Dan, but Mario having a pretty stellar start to this one. So Dan now having to create a hole, and he's kind of getting up there on the top shelf. We're gonna want to bring this down. And top out means the end of the series for him. And he does not have the games to give. Mario is the one. So, ball is in Dan's court to keep this one going. And he is just, wow, he is having himself a suffer game right now. Not getting the best pieces. That T was really kind of what caused us to start spiraling out of control a little bit. Ooh, but that line dependency, oh, that's going to be tough. That is going to be really tough. Nice S all the way left. A nice burn with the L. And, ooh, decides not to go all the way left with that other one. Maybe he didn't think he had the tapping speed to be able to do it. But he's slowly but surely burning out of this. But Mario, meanwhile, is just crystal clean here and is showing no signs of let up. Is actually kind of a max out pace here. Is at 325 through 78 lines. Oh, Dan is just trying to survive. And it's still way up there. He lost his passport trying to get home from Dig City, but oh, and it got lost. The passport was stolen. He got robbed. And that's going to be it. Sunshine Mario is going to complete the sweep in this one to take the game in the match. Wow, GG to you. And wow, looked like he was in trouble too. So Charlie, ring the bell. All right, so after a 2-week losing streak, Sunshine Mario is able to come out on top in commanding fashion in our opening match of the night. So there you go. Congratulations. And thank you both for coming on. And Dan especially. I know it's very late where you are. So there we go. Almost did 3 by accident. Okay, there we go. All right, up next, you're going to get Penguin Panic and Billy Mack. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. And also, if you're just getting here, we still got 2 matches open in the queue. So, up for grabs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 2 coming up here on the Monday night edition of Tetris Friendlies. So let's get those introductions, please. In the red corner, he is our most recent CTM Community Tournament champion. I believe it was Tier 3. But he is our most recent champion over there in Classic Tetris Monthly. And had a pretty stellar performance last week as well. Not enough to take the win over Saturnic, but had a pretty stellar performance. Is going to look to carry that forward here on this week's edition of Friendlies. It's a Penguin Panic! And in the blue corner, his opponent, one of our Monday night staples here. Perhaps you could call him one of the vultures, but he is one of the most jacked people in all of Classic Tetris. He is the founder of what we call Tetrisizing. Lifting weights, pumping that iron, working on avoiding early top outs. And he's going to look to put that to work here. It's Billy Mack. Yeah, evacuation has been dispatched for Penguin Panic. Look out, because... no, I'm kidding. All jokes aside. once we got a ready to level selection from both of you, we will go ahead and get this one underway. Oh, right on. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, didn't even see that. Amazing. All right, and Penguin Panic's ready on level 18. Billy Mack, representing my Wolverines, is ready to go as well. So we're going to count him down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You know, and fun fact, I was actually more of a Sparty growing up, but now I just don't really care. You know, I haven't really followed sports as closely as I used to. You know, I just don't care anymore. It's like, whatever. So, I support them both equally now. And by equally, I mean I support neither of them, because I don't really keep up. So, there you go. So, early days here, and neither player with a Tetris yet, both having to take a few burns, and oh man, Billy Mack, you could tell there was some hesitancy on that S piece, did not want to create that line dependency, but nice couple burns there, was able to resolve it without use of the long bar. So, Billy Mack, man, he's just trying to open up this well and is just not getting the pieces he wants. You saw that DAS player head shake there. But just one more burn will get him there. Could give him the L. There it is. But fortunately had to cover the well again beforehand. And, oh, man, a mid-drop with a J. And, oh, the long bar hang will do him in without a Tetris. So, Penguin Panic at 36,000. Looks like he had one. And is already good. We'll take game number 1. So there you go. It looks like he was in some trouble too. So yeah, as Martz would say, warm-up is done. Looks like for both players. Alright. So Billy Mack ready to go. He's like, you know, let's slow this down. Ready 15. And Penguin Panic's ready to go as well. So we're going to count him down for game 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So here we go. Game 2. We're gonna chill out a little bit here. Yeah, beat you to the punch, I suppose. No pun intended. So Billy Mack getting his first touches of the set. There we go. He's on the board, but now has this long bar dependency over to the left. We'll see if he can resolve that. But meanwhile, Penguin Panic, with the long bar in possession, knocks down the Tetris. Here we go. So there we go. Both players looking nice and clean now. Billy Mack, again, still with a bit of a dependency on the left. Except now it is a Z dependency. Gets the Z, but guess what? It was so deep, he needs another one. There we go. Gets the T to resolve it. So, yeah. So while these guys are kind of getting off and running, once again, after the conclusion of this set, you're going to get Melon Soda taking on Grand Designs. That will be for the Upstart's #1 contender... Upstart's #1 contender tournament. I was trying to say like championship at the same time, but it's like, no, it's not for the championship. It's for the tournament. It's for the #1 contender tournament. So, yeah, definitely will want to stick around for that one after the conclusion of this set. And that one that'll be a good one. I know I watched Melon Soda play in Tetris Gauntlet last night. He had one hell of a performance. I tell you what. And I am a bit partial because he and I are on the same team in Gauntlet. So there you go. But I think he's going to be looking to carry that momentum forward to try to take on Grand Designs. But of course, you know, it'll be tough. It'll be tough for both. But speaking of tough for both, Penguin Panic with a tough long bar dependency towards the middle, and he gets the long bar just as he fills it in and is not able to use the long bar for it. So tough situation over there. He's behind too. 89,000 for him, 139 for Billy Mack. And Billy Mack is just starting to run away with this here on level 15. Knocks down another Tetris. And oh, a nice dirty Tetris for Penguin Panic. Row 2, column 8. Something like that. Okay, so Coolio no longer able to play. So now we've got room for 3 matches still. We've got 3 matches open in the queue here still. Surprised it's not full already, to be honest. Normally it fills up like that. So a Tetris for Billy Mack meanwhile. Penguin Panic having to set up an overhang. Gets the J to resolve it. We got Noel here now. What's up, Noel? Oh, man. Penguin Panic. Kind of getting high up here. Okay, there we go. There's the long bar for Penguin. And is going to get another one. So 2 back-to-back Tetrises there. 174 for him. 204 for Billy Mack. But Billy Mack expanding his lead now with another one. Both players are 62 lines in. So we are well over halfway to the 16 transition. Okay, so Boxy and Ian Keith going towards the end of the night, the 7th or 8th spot. So we're really just looking for someone to fill in that number 5 spot right now, is really what we're looking for. Yeah. It's probably weirdest queue situation I've had since doing this, but at any rate, Tetris for Penguin, 76 lines for him, 201,000, 245 for Billy Mack, who's just a few lines back. There's the Tetris for Billy. So 20 lines away from the transition for these 2 players. Penguin Panic setting up an overhang. Oh, could have went horizontal tuck if he wanted to, but decided to go vertical. And I think that was the right call in this situation, as he was kind of high up. I don't know how his dash control is. You know, it seems pretty good. I mean, definitely good enough to win a community tournament for CTM. But you know, obviously, you know, being a lower tier, you never know. But I understand wanting to keep that double well open. So. Let me just do some queue management real quick before we hit the transition. I'm gonna do this. There. Yep. There we go. Okay. We got that fixed up. 7 lines to go to transition. Penguin Panic kind of in some trouble here. Authentica, you want to play? Well, hey, if you want to type in exclamation point match as Penguin Panic tops out at 248. Wow, thought he'd be able to get out of it, but was not able to. So that's why I kept rambling about my nonsense. But Billy Mack, you are good for game number 2, and we've got a 1-1 set here. As wow, looked like he was in trouble too. So yes, wiping the sweat off his forehead there. So there we go. We're a 1-1. So once we got it ready in chat from both of these 2 and a level selection from Penguin, we will go ahead and get this one underway. And Penguin Panic ready 18. Billy Mack is ready as well. So we're going to count him down for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And Boxy, there's one spot left. There's one spot left because we already played a match before this. So there's one left. So if you type exclamation point match to whoever was saying authentic T. Okay. Match. Yeah, you can set your PB in the bot. You can if you do PB, whatever your PB is, and then you can find people around your skill level that happen to be here. You might want to play. But yeah, we got one spot left. and it'll be in spot number 7. I think we'll make Ian Keith and Boxy our main event for the night. Or, I'm sorry, the command is set PB, excuse me. So, early A's here. Both players having to take a few burns. Both are on the board with the Tetris. Billy Mack now hitting his second one into 52,000. Penguin Panic not too far behind here. He's just not really wanting to put a long bar on column 9. He wants to keep that column 9 pretty low. And that's in competition, that is definitely a fair strategy. And he might go for the Z. Nope, decides not to go for the Z spin. Oh, goes for the S spin instead. That was an interesting move there. So he's got that floating Mino though, so he's just going to go ahead and burn this down. The Tetris for Billy Mack now. 126 for him, 63 for Penguin. As we are at the 30 line mark here. Penguin Panic is a bit behind in lines though, so he has some room to make up some of that score with a Tetris, but unfortunately is going to have to block off as well and start doing some delayed burning here. There we go. Now he's finally getting to that garbage over on the right. Ooh, could have went L all the way left, but doesn't. He had an early shift there or something, but was not able to get that next L over and ended up topping out at 66,000. So Billy Mack, with a commanding lead here, is going to go up 2-1. So GG to you. You've got it. As we know, it is pretty late over where Penguin Panic resides. So we blame it a bit on that. But hey, he got the first win, so he at least got on the board, unlike some people. And he is ready to go. Billy Mack also ready to go. And he's going to stick with level 18. He's warmed up now. He's good. He's ready to go. So we're going to calm down. Game 4 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. So once again, up next, it'll be Melon Soda versus Grand Designs for the Upstarts #1 contender tournament. So, and of course, as we had explained before, the reason that this tournament even exists was because Rocket Remy, he beat everybody. He beat every single member of that top 5 list. So we got that top 12, the top 12 contenders for the title. And we're putting them in a tournament to see who Remy's next victim will be. Or I mean, who will be able to challenge Remy next. I mean, but let's be real, Remy ain't losing. But Billy Mack, okay, he got the Tetris. I was gonna say, but Billy Mack might be, but nope, he's fine. He's fine. I got nothing to worry about. Although, ooh, that T though might cause some problems, and that long bar not able to get the quick tap will cause problems. And with that Tetris from Penguin Panic, and at 37,000, he is good, and we're going to a decider. So there we go. 2 apiece. Billy Mack with a emotable, not like this sort of face. So yeah, Penguin Panic, if you can hear me, you are good. There we go. Okay. So our first decider of the night, as Penguin Panic got to say game 4 is no more. Here we go. So he's ready to go. Let's go now, he says. Ready 18. Billy Mack is ready to go. So game 5 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So hopefully Grand Designs and Melon Soda are ready to go. This one could end quickly, but it could also not. So we shall see. So Penguin Panic definitely bought you some time there by forcing a decider. So here we go. So Billy Mack and Penguin Panic both with some clean boards here, both with a Tetris. But Billy Mack now with 2, so Penguin Panic just playing a bit more conservatively here in the early going, just taking those nice conservative burns. Does not want another early top out. Wants to push this one all the way. So, but unfortunately, was kind of getting droughted there and didn't really get the pieces he wanted. Ooh, but Billy Mack, meanwhile, looked like he hung a Z, but is able to get the long bar over to the right and tug a T, nicely done, and now has a perfect S tuck set up. Let's see if he gets it. And guess what? One time you actually need an S, it ain't coming. So that is just that is the true nature of this game. So either player with the best board. Actually, Penguin Panic is clean now. It's at 61,000, 86,000 for Billy Mack. And Penguin Panic has a hole he's gotta find some solution for. There we go, gets the T for it. And there we go, Tetris for Penguin Panic now, 87,000 to 92,000 for Billy. Billy Mack now just trying to work out of this situation here. Has got a column 9 set up, and it looks like he does want to go for it. So we'll see if he gets the long bar to get that well transfer. There we go, Tetris for Billy Mack. Just needing one. Okay. He had another Mino. Again, I can count to 4. Don't worry, guys. I can count to 4. There we go. Well transfer from Billy Mack. And Penguin Panic with a nice adjustment of the J, too. He saw the L was coming next and decided to go ahead and get set up for the Tetris to the J and then fill in that dependency with the L. That was... Don't know if it really helped, but it was some good next box awareness for sure. And there's the Tetris rewarding him for it. So there we go. He's got the lead through the first 50 lines, 146 to 124. So about a Tetris separating these two. Nice adjustment from Billy Mack, too, with the L. Saw the T was coming. Threw it over to the left. So... Authentic T asking, where are you playing this? This is in the music, or this is in the game of Tetris? Because game of Tetris, as in, would be the 1989 version of Tetris. But yeah, this is the 1989 version of Tetris. We call it Classic Tetris, and yeah, that was released originally on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And yeah, it's kind of got this whole Classic Tetris World Championship scene going, and has since spawned a bunch of smaller tournaments such as this, Tetris Friendlies and Classic Tetris Monthly. So, yeah, and everyone's just playing at the comfort of their own homes on a restreamed scene. As Billy Mack, meanwhile, getting that nice and comfortable column 2 Tetris, and is down by just about 2 Tetrises here. Penguin Panic getting another one, though, is at 285, 227 for Billy. Mack just going ahead and taking these burns here. Wants to keep his stack relatively low. He, again, was once a best of 5, became a best of 3, is now a best of 1 here in this crucial decider here. So Billy Mack having to set up a long bar dependency towards the left. And, okay, saw the long bar was coming, decided not to fill it in with the J piece. But he is still behind. Penguin Panic has actually expanded his lead here, 336 to 263. So a pretty sizable lead. And there's the Tetris for Billy now, 286 for him. We're about 20 lines away from the transition. And yeah, Authentic T here. Let me send you this too. I think this is the invite link for the Classic Tetris Monthly Discord. There are there are lots of people there that could help you out as well. Yeah, seriously, we love new faces here. And I'll also drop the Tetris Friendlies Discord link as well. As King would say, bangarang. There we go. Again, such a cool community. If you're looking to get into this, this is lots of great faces like Billy Mack, Penguin Panic. They're also, again, may not be the best players in the world, but they're amazing human beings, I think. So, As Penguin Panic gets another Tetris though, and he's actually, although I say not one of the best players in the world, but he's having himself a pretty good game here. He's at 434 with just 8 lines to go from the transition. So Tetris now for Billy Mack. 2 lines away from the transition for him. We'll see that 50% speed increase. Oh, Penguin Panic now. As soon as I say he's having a good game, he's in trouble. The commentators curse, and he's going to top out at 437. But Billy Mack topped out as well, not able to chase him down. Oh my goodness. So he is done, and Penguin Panic at the skin of his teeth is going to survive game number 5 to take the game in the match. Wow, what an ending. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me congratulating Penguin Panic on taking this one home. It is very late at night for him, but is still able to show out. So, as always, thank you both for coming on. And, yeah, Penguin Panic especially. I know it's late for you, so don't worry. We'll be starting earlier next week. So, up next, it is going to be Grand Designs taking on Melon Soda for a chance to move on in the #1 contender tournament. So we'll be right back. Yeah, and you're welcome, Billy Mack. Like I said, thank you for being here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is our 3rd match of the night. Moving along pretty quickly here, actually. And, yeah, this will be for the #1 Upstarts Contender Tournament. So let's get those introductions, please. In the red corner, he is one of the most consistent players you will ever see in the world of Classic Tetris. And, finds himself, in the world of CTL, he finds himself in the meme division, Division 5A. And yeah, he's definitely someone to look out for here. Definitely one of our top contenders in this Upstarts Contender Tournament. And he's going to look to move on to the next round here. It's a Grand Designs. Hell yeah, as he would say. And in the blue corner, his opponent, they had to play in a round 0 to get here just this past Friday. And they have shown us these last few days that they're no slouch. They could also end up taking this one all the way, and is going to look to continue on here tonight. It's a Melon Soda! Yeah, and King, I have too. I have been waiting for this all day. But let's take a look at how we got here. So there it is. There's your bracket. And since King didn't update it on Challenge, I had to kind of throw in the name. But here we go. This was our bracket. Only one match has been played so far. And that was Melon Soda versus Paladon. Melon Soda taking it, I believe, 3-1. I remember Paladon took at least a game off of me. There was an early top out. There was a whole warm-up is done sort of thing. But he's been cracked since then. And is going to look to take down arguably the toughest competitor here in this tournament in Grand Designs. So definitely one of our most consistent. So okay, well, it wasn't this morning, so it's okay. All right, King. All right, but anyway, there we go. Grand Designs and Melon Soda are both going to be looking to move on to the semifinals, and the winner will face either Ian Keith, Milo, or Martz, who still have yet to play. So there you go. So once we've got readies in the chat, it will be Grand Designs level selection, as he is the higher seed. He is the number 4 seed up against the number 5 seed in Melon Soda. So once we got ready from both of them, the level selection from Grand Designs, we'll go ahead and get her underway. All right, and there you go. So those looking to watch other matches in this tournament, Milo versus Martz will likely be this Friday night. So make sure to tune in for that over at the King's Court, Twitch TV, Kingsman36. Y'all know the drill. And yeah, no worries, Melon. Yeah, and of course, rules are Grand Designs will have the first level selection for games 1, 3, and 5. And Melon Soda will have it for games 2 and 4 if we get there. So there we go. And it'll be a 15 or an 18 start. None of this 17, 16 meme nonsense here. This is come on, this is an actual tournament, you know. I'm looking at you, Boxy, all right? No meme shit here. Dreaming is free. Remy would put you to bed pretty quick, but I mean, it'd be exciting. But Remy would put you to bed pretty quick. But I do think it'd be a fun match, for sure. So once again, Melon is ready to go. Just need the ready from Grand. I think he's just wrapping up this little warm-up here. Which, I mean, technically we said 9 o'clock, so, like, I guess. Yeah, it's the reason I tried to pad the time. But I tried to pad the time with talking about the bracket, but it only takes up so much time, you know? All right. So Grand Designs is ready to go now. Level 18 is the choice. A much anticipated matchup coming up right now in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So of course this match actually having some tournament implications. Again, it'll either be Ian Keith, Martz, or Milo waiting for the winner of this. Ian Keith, of course, still waiting for the winner of Martz and Milo. That will likely be taking place this Friday over with the King. From the sounds of things, he has managed to get that booked. But we will see. I know Martz is good with it. It's probably just a matter of Milo making sure he's available. And Morlando, welcome in. Welcome in. So both players off and running here. There's a Tetris from Melon. That is his third of the game. And Marl, welcome in with the raid. Table for one. Hope you're doing well. And so, oh, hold on. Before I say what I was about to say, Melon Soda in some trouble here in the early going. Okay, there we go. He's going to get some decent pieces to try and bring this down. Oh, man, he could really use a J. Or a long bar. That'll work. Taps it over. There we go. Wow. So he is safe. Not in the lead, but he is safe. As Grand Designs has the lead, 99,000 to 74,000. But Melon is behind in lines, but man, is likely behind in pace as well, as he is way up there on the top shelf. I don't know how he got that over, but he is alive and is burning away. He's just chipping away at it. Tap, tap, tapping away at that controller. My God. He's alive. Oh, man, that T-piece was not helpful, though. Could really use something to the left. Gets the long bar all the way over. Oh, my God. So, okay, he's good. He's good. He's he's alive. I was going to say... Oh, yeah. So, we've got one more match available in the queue, if I recall correctly. Sure. Yeah, we got... Right? Yeah, we got room for one more. So, it will be in spot number 5 out of 6 that are left, because that is including this match. So if you want the second to last match of the night, anyone that might just be getting here and still wants to play, I'll probably close the queue after not this match but the next match. So as everyone else's queue needs have been met, I know Martz wanted a later spot as well since he's got some CTL to play, and Boxy wanted the main event because that's when he's available. So anyway, quick score check for these guys. We're about 60 to 70 lines in, depending on whose board you're looking at. We've got 236 for Grand Designs, 152 for Melon Soda, and I'm going to give them a quick refresh real quick. And that slideshow action. And, yeah, you know what? I'll allow a second match. Yeah, Morlando, if you want a second match, at this point, yeah, sure. I mean, it's been an hour. Sure. Like, honestly, yeah. I usually just say the one match limit, because usually it fills up instantly, regardless, so. But tonight it didn't for some reason, so there you go. Yeah, so if anyone's looking for an opponent, Morlando's available. So 307 for Grand Designs, 208 for Melon Soda. Grand Designs taking a pretty big lead here, and they are at the exact same line count as well. So touches now for Grand Designs, 359. He's got the cleaner board right now as Melon Soda. Soda just trying to clean out of this, and we got that PowerPoint action going on over on his side, but there is still movement, so we take it. I'm going to give him a quick refresh. So Grand Designs at 385, Melon Soda at 246, so about 140,000 point advantage for Grand Designs. So Melon Soda is just trying to burn out of this little situation now. His stream looking considerably better now as well, so Grand Design's getting a little high up, but is going to just take these two conservative triples with 15 lines to go to the transition. He knows he's got a very big lead as he knocks down another Tetris. He knows he's got this commanding lead, does not need to do anything too crazy, and is knowing him is going to want to push Melon Soda all the way to the kill screen because we know Melon Soda can get there. We know both players are absolutely capable of getting there any game they step out onto the big stage, they can absolutely get there. Meanwhile, Grand Design's transitions at 455. Melon Soda under a Tetris away from the transition. And there's the Tetris now. 329 his score into the transition. He's got his work cut out for him. At 331. But Grand Design's having to take a few burns. Could be his chance to catch up a little bit, but guess what? That long bar ain't coming. But there it is. Boom, Tetris from Melon now. 359. For him, 490 now, for Grand Designs, who is just 3 lines ahead. Melon Soda just trying to burn this down, keep the stack low, does not want an early top out here post-transition. Grand Designs, okay, nice burn with the L, and is triple ready. There we go. So he is nice and clean, and he's kind of doing the middle-aged white man strat here, and as he's just kind of lining it out, just trying to get all the way to the kill screen here. And ooh, an early shift of that L piece from Melon. Oh, and a hang of the J. I think that's going to do him in. Let's see if he can get anything over. No, he can't. And Grand Designs is going to go up 1-0 here in this series. Wow, an exciting first game, but Melon Soda just getting into too many dig situations on level 18, just fell way too far behind early. Was not able to catch up. So GG to you. You got the 1-0 lead at Grand Designs. Oh, Noel versus Cannon. I would love to see that as a main event here one of these days. Yeah, let one of us know, man. Like, any one of us will take you. Like, that would be legendary. All right, Melon Soda is ready to go and has selected level 18. Grand Designs is ready as well for game number 2. So we're going to count him down for this one in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But yeah, Noel, that would absolutely be main event worthy, I think. So. Alright, so they're both off and running here. Losing Melon Soda to do a quick refresh. Okay, so we got that PowerPoint action on Melon Soda's side, but that is A-okay. It is alive, seemingly. This Grand Design's now at 47,000. And Frigbian, I think that's how you pronounce that. Hopefully it is, because otherwise I'm not sure how that would be pronounced. But thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good Monday. Best day of the week. So Melon looks like they are on the board with the Tetris as well. Okay, just got that PowerPoint action, so bear with us. Why is Monday the best day of the week? Because I get to do this. That's why Monday's the best day of the week. I get to do this every Monday. So for me, Monday's best day of my week. Yeah. So Melon at 73,000, Grand Designs at 102. So Grand Designs ahead at least real time, at least from our perspective by about 10, 15 lines. Okay, there we go. So stream is got some stream delay going on over on Melon Soda side, but again, not a huge deal. We can still kind of keep up here. 131 for Grand Designs, 106 for Melon, but about 12 line difference between the two. Like I said, I've been refreshing Melon Sodas, just trying to get some movement, and there's a little bit. Again, we got that MS PowerPoint going on over here. There we go. All right, there's the triple there for Melon. Okay. We've got animations on those slides now. There we go. Upgraded to Google Slides, or downgraded, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. But the point is, it looks better. So it's at 142, 183 with that Tetris for Grand Designs. And a nice S-spin for Melon, who needs a T, gets it for the tuck, and knocks down another Tetris. So only about 2 Tetris to separate the 2 players in this one, as Melon Soda hits another one to get to 189 to 212. Tetris for Grand Designs, though. He's at 235. Melon now at 212. So, yeah, they're just... So, really just about a Tetris and a half difference as we are just chugging along here. And actually, Melon Soda behind by about 10 lines as well. So, actually, Melon Soda has kind of got the pace lead, assuming both can make it to the kill screen, which I think is a fair assumption with these two. Melon Soda kind of has the edge here, so we'll see if Grand Designs can pick up the pace and if Melon Soda's pace can hold up all the way through. So 259 for Melon Soda, 286 for Grand Designs. And both are looking nice and clean here. Tetris for Melon to bring it to within 6,000, and again, he's about 8 lines behind, especially with the Melon internet doing its thing too. So quite a bit behind in lines, but really neck and neck in the real-time score. There's the Tetris for Grand Designs, though. Is just trying to maintain his pace here as we are now approaching the 100 line mark for him. So these guys are going to want to start thinking about transitions sooner than later. As Grand Designs hits another Tetris, gets a 363. And just trying to get a quick refresh on Melon Soda, get that little score update, but it is... it's stuck. So at that Photoshop action going on over on his side. Probably trying to... No, I'm kidding. He's not a cheater. He's not what I'd call a keyboard cheater in any sense of the phrase. So 410 for Grand Designs through 116 lines. Melon Soda at 332 through 89 lines. So real-time score, a bit of a lead for Grand Designs, but again, Melon Soda with that internet delay, a little bit behind in lines here. So just, I'm doing the best I can on my side to do some refreshing, but you know, technology, you know, and of course, just keep playing for the both of you. So just keep playing. As Grand Designs transitions at 446. 446 was his transition score. Let's see what Melon Soda ends up getting, but it's still stuck on that one image. So, oh, there we go. There we go. We got some movement. It's at 427 through 110 lines. Grand Designs now at 454. Knocks down to Tetris to get to 480. So, Melon Soda stream catching up a little bit, but we got 483 for Grand, 427 for Melon Soda, as Melon is about 40 lines behind, though. But, of course, on Melon's side, he hasn't even transitioned, and I'm assuming he has by now. But got that good old internet doing its thing. So, So we will get an update on that sooner or later. Okay, there we go. It's at the transition now at 485. So, looked like he had the lead going into it. So, depending on where he is now, I don't know how far behind it is. But, Grand Design still with the lead, but, again, just in the real-time score. So, Grand Design's just taking some nice burns here. And his setup for the Tetris is going to go ahead and take a nice conservative triple here. Just to try and keep his board alive. Wants to make sure he gets all the way to the kill screen. So that he's got some good odds of winning here. Melon Soda at 575 on level 21 meanwhile. The stream is catching up a bit. So he's actually got the lead over Grand Designs right now. Grand Designs needing to really pick up the pace here as he is 4 levels ahead, but behind in points. Hangs a Z, and oh, that might do it for him. He's at 578, and oh, needs to get to the left. Gonna get the J, get some skims. He's just trying to get every burn he can here because he knows it's over at 580. So Melon Soda was at 575 on 21. We had some stream issues here. We'll see if it will catch up, but okay, yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Definitely a solid game. Unfortunate the internet was having problems, but we're 1-1. GG to you. Yeah, commanding lead there on 24, so there we go. Oh, Melon, what happened? Did you try to max it? Because honestly, because as you can see, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, to be honest. Yeah, maybe try restarting OBS. And while you do that, I'm going to turn on my fan because I am cooking in here. So, pretty warm out today. Pretty muggy. So, be right back. Okay. Okay. So Melon Soda is restarting OBS. So we'll be back with that in just a moment. But while he's doing that, for those who are just getting here, let me just slide on over here. Just to pad some time here while Melon Soda is getting back up and running. Yeah, take another look at this bracket. So once again, only one match has been played here in this tournament so far, and it was Melon Soda versus Paladon. And Melon, of course, able to take it to get here tonight, take on Grand Designs. So, and they are now 1-1. So, what was once a best of 5, and this one's now a best of 3. And the winner of that will be moving on to the semifinals of this one. But of course, number 4 versus number 5, generally a pretty tightly contested matchup, and that's what we've seen so far here. As the winner of this matchup will be taking on, you know, going by seedings, presumably Ian Keith, but you never know what could happen here between Milo and Martz. That will likely be taking place this Friday over with the King. And winner of that will be taking on Ian Keith, the fire-breathing dragon, the last person to have taken on Remy for the Upstarts title. So, there we go. The winner, so one of those 3 will be taking on the winner of this one. And looks like Melon Soda is ready. So let me just slide it on back over there. And Grand Design's ready to go and has selected level 18. I see movement on the camera, so that looks a lot better already. So we're going to count him down. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Look at that. So Grand Design's off and running here. And we know Melon Soda. Yep, there we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Yep, that looks a lot better already. So whatever you did, good job, because that looks a lot better. Yeah, wow, that looks crisp. We love to see it. So Grand Designs with the first touch to the game here. Melon Soda, ooh, setting up a nice overhang with the T to accommodate a square, and it worked out instantly. But unfortunately, no long bar in sight. Shows up a couple pieces too late. So he's gonna be digging for a couple lines here. And there we go. He's got the well open again. Needs this long bar now. I have to take a conservative double. And there we go. Boom touches for Melon now. 31,000 for him. 77 for Grand Designs. Grand Designs setting up with that long bar in column 9. Knocks down another one. That's actually a simul Tetris. So about a 50,000 point advantage for Grand Designs here. And he's at 25 lines, but Melon Soda a few lines back as he hits another Tetris to get to 23 lines. So about a 1 Tetris difference here between these two players. Maybe not even, as they're actually separated by 4 now. Melon with a Tetris. Grand Designs with a Tetris. So there we go. This is a neck-and-neck affair here in game number 3. And of course, as we expected, games 1 and 2, not early top outs by any means. You know, this may be the lowest tier of tournament we have here, you know, for the championship for Tetris Friendlies. But these guys, seriously, these guys are no scrubs. I mean, he's certainly better than me. My God. Not that that's saying much, but hey, these guys, people in this tournament are no flukes. They are people who can go all the way to the kill screen, and yeah, these guys are definitely people who can, and I say will max out someday. I know Melon is closer than Grand Designs at the moment, but both are very consistent, I would say. So, and I think that kind of is what got the hype going for this matchup too. Because I mean, I saw Melon Soda take out Paladon. I'm like, you know, if Paladon wins this, that would be amazing, because that'd be a crazy upset. But you know, I knew this match would be exciting. So exciting, in fact, that they are still pretty neck and neck here. As, oh my God, Melon Soda setting up the Tetris and the perfect well transfer. Look at that. 203 for him, 235 for Grand Designs. So, and, oh my God, he's going to go for the center well. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get it. All right, here we go. And Grand Designs hitting one on the right side as well. So there we go. Still about a Tetris and a half separating these two players. Grand Designs with the lead as we are at the 70 line mark here in this one. Also getting that T-piece over to the left. Just what he needed. And there we go. Tetris ready is Melon now. Grand Designs. Ooh, Grand Designs looked like he wanted to go for the J-Tuck. Not able to get it though. And oh man, he's in trouble now actually. That S-piece is not really going to help because he had to cover up the well because of that. And he's way up there on the top shelf. Nice triple, but needs something for the left. Not going to get the quick tap on the J, and he's done at 289. So Melon Soda just a Tetris away. There it is. So Melon Soda at 303 with that Tetris is good and is going to go up 2-1. Our first early top out in this one. Melon Soda with the chance of an upset here. Wow. So Grand Designs ready to go here. It is Melon Soda's level selection here for game number 4. Took that home court advantage, as they would say in the NBA. So... all right, he's ready to go, level 18. So let's count him down. Game 4 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And up next, after the conclusion of this set, you're going to get Madeline taking on Morlando. So the two of you, if you two of you are here can hear me, you guys know the drill. Just make sure you're ready to go. All that good stuff. But Grand Designs is going to be looking to buy the two of you some time here, as he's the higher seed in this tournament. He wants to move on. He wants Remy. When this tournament was announced, his first comment was, "Bring me Remy." He thinks he's got a chance to win it, but he's going to have to pull it off right here, right now. He's got to win 2 in a row to make it happen. So we shall see how this goes. He's got the lead by about a Tetris at the moment. And where is my playlist? Yeah, this will work. Here it is. Why are you not? There we go. There we go. And Melon Soda, ooh, nice adjustment there. Knew he had the long bar coming, so he didn't care that he made no dependency. It's like, yeah, why not? It's coming anyway. So he's at 51,000 through 15 lines. Grand Designs about 10 lines ahead. Actually, 12 lines ahead, with about a 50,000 point lead. Tetris now from Melon. And 97,000. So they are neck and neck here, and Grand Design's ahead by about a Tetris in lines as well. So Melon Soda with the pace lead here, but we'll see if he gets this long bar. So far, guess what? It ain't coming. But there it is. Boom Tetris from Melon now. Grand Designs using his long bar to get set up in column 9. And there we go. Another one for the Tetris. Simul Tetris, actually. So about a 7,000 point advantage for Grand Designs, but he's just going to look to keep it going with that Tetris there. There we go. Melon Soda with another one as well. So they're just raining them down here in this one. Neither player looking to go home tonight empty-handed. Well, maybe if you're too much of an optimist, you could say, oh, well, it's about the friends you made along the way. Nah, it's about winning this, baby. Not in friendlies. We may be friendly people, but come on. These guys want Remy. They want the opportunity to take him on for the title in the near future. So, as Grand Designs knocks down a couple Tetrises here, he's at 246. Melon Soda at 216. Melon Soda not wanting to put a Z over on the right, but that might come back to bite him in the rear here as he's getting square bursted. Okay, gets bailed out by the long bar. All right, he's good. Yep, nice double there. There we go. All right, he is alive. And there we go. He's got the well open. Just needs this long bar, ideally sooner than later. But unfortunately, he's going to have to take some burns as, guess what? It ain't coming. Still no long bar in sight. Finally shows up, but guess what? Was too late. Well was covered, but is able to get the Tetris immediately thereafter. So 256 for Melon, 318 for Grand Designs, who is ahead by about 6 lines. So lead is a little bit smaller than it looks, but definitely a true lead for Grand Designs. There's the Tetris for Melon Soda. Now at 280. So both players are nice and clean now. No crazy builds on either side. Now Melon Soda has a horizontal J-Tuck set up, and he's going to get it pretty much as soon as I say it. So, call that a commentator's blessing, I suppose. Don't get too much of that, especially for me, so enjoy it. So Melon Soda hits another Tetris, 353 to 370. Grand Designs now. Man, could really use an L or a J. Guess what? Neither showed up in time, so I had to use the T. Get a little creative and use the T to fill in that hole, and has just filled in his left and right. And wow, if Mr. Valor were here, he would absolutely approve. Well, maybe he's here and just hasn't said anything, but he would absolutely approve of that. Just using the Z's and the S pieces, just throwing them in columns 1 and 10, just fill them in. And that was what allowed him to use that T to fill in the LJ dependency. Melon Soda now having to take a few burns as well. He's not really in any trouble, but he's definitely a little bit higher up than he would like to be and is in a burn situation here. Okay, nice TPs. That Z is okay. There we go. All right, he's going to open it up, and boom, Tetris for Melon. 406 through 111 lines and 391 for Grand Design through 115 as we are approaching the 19 transition. So yeah, Melon Soda once again with the lead here. Knocks down another Tetris. Melon Soda, Tetris ready here. Grand Designs almost out of this dig finally. Just needs to transfer the well. There we go. There's the well transfer. Just 7 lines away from the 19 changeover. And ooh, now it's Melon that's in a bit of a situation here with 8 lines to go. Okay, there we go. He's going to fill in that dependency, get the L right away. Oh, but he misdrops the next one that he gets, followed by the J because he was still thrown off by the other one. His Grand Designs is transitioned at 425. And it's kind of lining it out for now, just trying to get used to the speed. As Melon Soda is getting higher and higher up, transitions way up there on the top shelf at 461. I don't know if he can get out of this, especially with an S-Burst. Oh, a killer piece combination there to top him out at 461. So Grand Designs, there's your target. 462 is what you need to chase down to force a decider here. And we all know how he's doing this. He's lining this out. So get your popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. He got it with the Tetris. There we go. That was quicker than I thought. All right. Long bar showed up. So yeah, there we go. We're 2 apiece. As Grand Design says, Game 4 is no more. Alright, here we go. Get those White Claw emotes from the King or the Decider emotes from CTM. Now is the time to bust them out because here we are. The Decider, the winner, will be moving on in the tournament. And they are both ready to go. I'm assuming the level choice from Grand Designs is 18 since he didn't say otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, because they've been 18 all the way so far. So kind of assume this one would be no different. So here we go. Game 5, baby. This is it. And again, the winner doesn't know who's waiting for him yet. But I imagine it will be a favorable matchup for either one of these two. So I believe of the 3 that could be waiting for them, I think Ian Keith has the highest chance. But, oh my god! No way! Grand Designs, with the earliest top out I have ever seen from him, literally ever, is done at 4,100. So Melon Soda is gonna survive game number 5, and he's moving on! Baby, Charlie, ring the bell. Wow! In an unbelievable turn of events, Melon Soda has completed the upset and is moving on to the tournament. And he'll be waiting for either Ian Keith, Milo, or Martz. Wow, look at that. He can't believe it. He's gone. Wow, that... unbelievable. That is insane. That is not at all how I was expecting that to end. That was anticlimactic. But hey, a win's a win for Melon Soda. He's going to take that gift, and we'll be moving on to the tournament. Kingsman's bracket has been busted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, you're going to get Madeline taking on Morlando. And again, we still have room. I believe we still have room in the queue for one more match. It'll be the second to last match of the night. But I will be closing the queue after the conclusion of this upcoming set, just so everyone is aware. So if you have not got a chance to play and want to, now is your chance. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a fun one, huh? Oh my God, that was crazy. I'm still so shocked at the result of that last one. But oh, and hold on, one of our competitors just went offline. Hold on. With that being the case, okay. Ignore that bell. I will be right back. Yeah, Madeline, we need you to go live. We were just live, and I rung the bell. I had Charlie ring the bell, and you went offline. Like, bruh, what are you doing? We'll be right back. You know what? While you go live, I'm gonna... Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. We're live. Ah, bitrate issues. Got it. Okay. All right, we're alive here. We are alive. All right, let's do this thing. Charlie, ring that bell again for me, will you? We're gonna fix that in post. All right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 4 will be underway in just a moment. Let's get these introductions, please. In the red corner, she is one of our newer 900K players here in the world of Classic Tetris. Pretty close to maxing out here, getting really good with her tapping speed, really quick. And she took down the king last week on the Monday night edition of Friendlies and is going to look to take another victim tonight. It's Madeline. And in the blue corner, her opponent, he is known here as the Yukon Husky, is going to look to represent, was one of our Monday night staples, and is going to look to represent the Yukon tonight. It's a Morlando. Where's the scene? There's the scene. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once we've got a ready in chat for both players, and both sides are looking pretty good here. Bitrate looks fine on my end. Madeline, I know you were saying you were having issues with that. Looks fine on my end. Morlando's got a friend here in the chat. Welcome in. No, Nicole's your name? Okay, just be the most, just cheer him on harder just because he said that. All right, Madeline's ready to go. We just need the ready in the level selection from Morlando. Wow, Vandal didn't raid Tetris Friendlies. How dare you? How dare you? All right, Madeline's ready. 18 all the way. They have both agreed to it. They're both ready. So let's go ahead and count them down. Game number 1 of this one coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. So Morlando off and running. A bit. I'm going to give Madeline a quick refresh. Okay, looks like a little bit of internet delay on Madeline's side, but looks like... Oh, whoops. That is not what I meant to click. I meant to refresh. There we go. Oh, it might actually be a capture card issue. Oh, no, there it goes. There it goes. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. Okay, so a bit of a delayed start on Madeline's end, but that is A-okay. Just have to keep in mind. Oh, dirty Tetris from Orlando to kick things off. Okay, there we go. So we'll just have to keep in mind there'll be a considerable line difference here between the two players as we progress. So Morlando on the board with a couple Tetrises here through 24 lines. But Madeline just kind of getting started here, taking some burns to get underway. Yeah, there we go. So a little bit of an internet delay start there, but it is A-okay. So to be about a 20-line difference here throughout. But oh, Morlando in some trouble here early on. Needs a long bar. Needs it now and is not going to get it in time. He's done at 101. Bit off a bit more than he could chew. So 102 is the target for Madeline here. She's at 69,000. Hey now. She says GG in chat. Okay, she got 172. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick refresh. I must be behind. I must be way behind. Oh my god. Bitrate going from 2K to 18. My god. Yeah, I can give you a sec to deal with that if you need to, but... Because, like I said, on my end, you are still in the last games. But, I can only refresh, hold on. Who is in my DMs? We got... King is in my DMs. Awesome. Alright. Hell yeah. Alright, so... Okay. Well, we'll roll with it. It's alright. We'll roll with it. Yeah. Sounds like you've done all you can. But, okay. Madeline's ready to go. Did we get it ready from Orlando? Yes, we did. A while ago. Okay. So we're gonna count him down. Game number 2 coming up in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So again, there will be a considerable amount of delay here, but that is a-okay. We'll deal with it. It's fine. It's not for Elo. It's not anything super serious. Not a huge deal. But for those wondering why King was sliding in my DMs, yeah, it is official. Next week on the Monday night edition, and I will put this in the announcements as well when I make the official announcement next week. It will be Noel versus Greg Boom Cannon. And the winner will get the number 1 spot, number 1 contender spot for the Phenoms Championship. And the winner will have a chance to face Professor L at a future edition of Tetris Friendlies. Nice. Ooh, did not hit the T-spin, did Morlando. So again, some internet delays on Madeline's side, but Morlando at 20,000 here, having a rough start here. Yeah, let's go. Seriously, that'll be a hell of a matchup. That will be our main event next Monday night. So Morlando now at 30,000 here through the first 30 lines. Morlando with some fans in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. And again, just having some internet issues over on the other side there, but I'm assuming she's going, but just so she knows, Morlando's at 39,000. Goodness, tonight's been full of internet issues, so.
And the whole conspiracy.
And Heist with the raid, party at 10. Welcome in, exposing the whole conspiracy. That is the Internet of Heist, or not the Internet of Heist. Well, the Internet of Heist, but not her specifically in this case. And Morlando finally knocking out at Tetris there at 74,000. Okay, and Madeline let me know that it was a top out at 121 to 20. Okay, so it's finally going, but yeah. So Morlando needs about another Tetris or so here. Okay, yep, there it is. 122,000 right on the nose. might work better if you cam share. I do not know how that works. Is that easy to set up? If that is easy to set up, then sure, but... yeah, sure. One second. Yeah, we'll be right back. We're having technical... Okay, we're good here. We're good here. We are doing cam share on Discord to make this easier. This match is still happening. All right, there we go. It is scuffed to all hell, but we're making it work. We want this match to happen. So we are one apiece. We just need a ready in chat from the both of you. And I believe you guys had agreed on 18 all the way. So, all right, they're both ready. So let's count them down. Game 3 coming up in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right. So again, scuffed to hell and back, but we make it work. Yeah, there we go. We got that simul start there. Beautiful. So Morlando with lots of fans in the chat. Definitely are wanting him to pull this one out here. So he's going to get that first Tetris of the game there. Had to take a few burns first, but was able to get it. Madeline in, okay, not in a bit of a dig, rather, but she's just not getting the long bar when she needs it. Finally, there's the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Madeline. She's got a slight lead. Morlando, ooh, kind of getting eye up there, but gets a couple long bars for 2 Tetrises. Wiping the sweat off his forehead. He knows he got bailed out by the RNG there. It is not normally that friendly. He got bailed. So about 20 lines in, he's up 76,000 to 74,000. We are neck and neck here in the early going. And there's the dirty left well Tetris as well. Wow, he is showing off now. He knows he's got fans here. He knows he's got all the hot girls there with him cheering him on. He he's showing off. He knows it. So 122 for him, or for Madeline, 104 for Morlando. Morlando having a couple burns he's got to work through. Okay, so Orlando having to open up these holes here. And, oh, a nice dirty touches from Orlando there. Looking to open things up. It's sorry, chat is just amazing right now. Okay. 138 from Orlando, 194 from Madeline. Orlando still just in Dig City at the moment, just trying to work his way through, but is able to do so. Has got the triple set up. And is he gonna go for the Tetris? Oh, he will. He's gonna show off. He's gonna go for it. He knows he's behind. There we go. Column 2 Tetris and a perfect well transfer with the J. But unfortunately now has a long bar dependency over on the left. Is gonna have to use the J to fill it as, guess what? That long bar didn't come in time. So he's at 169 now. Hey now. To 249 for Madeline. And she's at 67 lines. So just a couple lines separating these two players, but Madeline with a pretty big lead. And now it is Madeline that's in a bit of trouble here, getting a little high up. But is going to take a nice burn with the Z piece. And oh, a nice quick tap from Orlando there. Give him to 195. And now he's got another... Okay, it won't be a Tetris because he's got the hole on the right, but he's going to burn this down. And is in much safer position here. And there we go. He's got the left well open. So he's pulling the Anastrats and is going to get it with the fist pump too. And he might decide to keep it, and he will. He wants to be super efficient here. He knows Maddie is starting to run away with it here. 307 for her, 229 from Orlando. We'll make that 251 now with a Tetris. So there's another one down the left from Orlando, 276. And yeah, you keep, yeah. And he's definitely terrifying with that rapid, fast tapping speed. She's gotten really good at that really quick. Almost as terrifying as the chat. No, kidding. All jokes aside. There we go. Tetris from Orlando down the left. 299 to 321. Madeline's head for it. Oh, a really dirty Tetris from Madeline. She ain't playing around either. As she's gonna go ahead and burn it down now. Because you know she's got the lead. She's got the lead. 351 to 310. And there's another dirty one for Madeline. So we are approaching the 19 transition. We're going to see that 50% speed increase as we change over here. Orlando looking for a J. Finally gets it, but at what cost? Gets the dirty Tetris. And is going to keep with it. Is still very much alive here. Just needs to lower this down, though, as that transition's coming up in 10 lines for him. So 123 lines for Madeline at 380,000, 338 from Orlando. So he's going to have his work cut out for him on the 19 plus. And thank you, Barbie. No, I always love to see casual fans here for a specific player. It's always fun to see. This is this is good. I love this. 347 the score at transition from Orlando. Madeline still at, okay, there we go. 387, her score at the transition. And wow, fast taps there, getting it over for the Tetris. And she is expanding her lead here, 437 to 351. There's another one from Orlando now, 376. We're on level 20, making our way. Heading downtown towards the kill screen here. But we still got a bit of a ways to go. As Orlando hits a Tetris, Madeline in some trouble here, hangs the J, and that's going to do her in at 462. So there's your target, Orlando. You got a chance here. 463, your target to take this one. There we go. Another Tetris there, and a few burns will do it. Needs to get to 463. So, could just burn this out, or it could go in style. And nope, there he'll do it the clean way. He's got it and is up 2-1. GG. There we go. So he's got a 2-1 lead over Madeline. Madeline says she missed the first frame. That will do it right there, especially on the 19 plus. So we're off to game 4. Just need readies in the chat. Again, they did agree to 18 all the way for the level selection, so we're not doing any of that extra nonsense here. There we go. They're ready to go. So we'll count them down. Game number 1, or not game number 1. Why do I do that? Game number 4 coming up in 3. Bot. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There we go. Good old bot delay. So they are off and running here. So this is it. Game 4 in this best of 5. Morlando needing the win to take the set. Madeline needing the win to stay alive, force a decider here, but not having the best stack to do so thus far. As she is, she's kind of fishing for a more appropriate piece than the Z, but guess what? It didn't show up. Now she's got this dirty well set up. She's going to have to clear out. As Morlando, with the fist pump, knocks down 2 Tetrises here. And coming up next, after the conclusion of this set, it's going to be Rhubarb taking on Noel. That it will be an exciting one. Noel wanting to get his reps in for next week when he takes on Greg Boomcannon for the number 1 seed for the upstarts, or not the upstarts, the Phenoms Championship. He wants to be that number 1 contender and take on Professor L. So, he wants the title. And he's got to get his reps in just a moment as Madeline tops out at 38,000 points. So Morlando at 116 says game 4 is no more. Charlie, ring the bell. And the crowd goes wild for that one. So we're going to get him that winner seed. There he is. The Yukon Husky. Morlando taking it 3-1. And as always, thank you both for coming on. That was one of the more interesting sets for sure. And yeah, it was definitely a good matchup. Love to see it. So up next, right now, it's going to be Rhubarb taking on Noel. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our 5th matchup of the night coming up here. And this is set to be a good one. Let's get those introductions, please, in the red corner. He is one of our newest 1.2 million point players here in the world of Classic Tetris. And he is definitely someone who can make a name for himself and contend for the CTWC title this year, I think. I think he's gotten that good pretty quickly here. And maybe even the Friendlies Championship, more importantly. But we'll see how he does tonight. It's the vicious Rhubarb. And in the blue corner, his opponent, a man who is looking to contend for the Tetris Friendlies Phenoms Championship, wants his shot at Professor L on a future episode of Tetris Friendlies. He'll be taking on the #1 contender, Greg Boom Cannon, next Monday. So he's going to look to get his reps in tonight, get an easy dub. It's the first and only Noel. There's the shades. Yep, slowly putting them on. That intimidation factor. There it is. You love to see it. And of course, the only person known to have maxed out with a Guitar Hero controller. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. Does not have it on video, but I absolutely believe he did it. Come on, y'all have seen him play with the Guitar Hero controller. He can do it. So, at any rate, once we've got readies and a level selection in the chat, we will go ahead and get this one underway. And also, I didn't close the queue like I said I was going to, but there we go. And yeah, I was assuming 18 all the way, but we'll see what Rhubarb has to say about that. All right, Rhubarb agrees. 18 all the way. Let's go. Game #1 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And oh, something happened on Rhubarb's side. Oh, yeah, no worries. Just go. You're good. Yep. Happens all the time. Thank you for being honest, because I probably would not have noticed. Alright, so they're off and running here. Noel having to take some burns here to start things out as Rhubarb gets the first touches of the game. So Noel has got his board cleaned out now, and now it's Rhubarb that's got a few things to work out. There we go. Okay, opens it up with the long bar there on the towards the left. And there we go. Tetris for Rhubarb now has got 2 on the board. So Noel, despite the 17 lines of verdict, and he knows he's embarrassed about it. He is sliding down in his chair, just continuing to play. But while not even being at eye level with the screen, but there we go. He's just flexing on everybody. No long bar in sight. Yeah, where's this long bar? There it is! Boom Tetris for Noel. He is on the board, and he's got his confidence back. So there we go. He's back on the screen here. But Rhubarb hitting one as well at 78,000. And ooh, Noel with a missed drop of that L piece. And oh, and the S afterwards. So he's in trouble now at 45,000. Is behind, so needs to get out of this if he wants a chance. And looking really annoyed. And oh, there we go. There he goes. The constant head shaking will probably continue until he gets out of this dig. Just shaking away. There we go. He's looking like a DAS player shaking his head so hard at the moment. Because he is way behind. 78,000 for him. 192,000 with that Tetris for Rhubarb. So over 100,000 points separating these two. And Rhubarb is actually behind in lines as well. Gets the bits set up. Nicely done. And oh man, Noel with a missed drop of the T as well. So he's having an absolute suffer game in this opening game here. And Arctic, yeah, he probably did switch to Guitar Hero controller. That's probably what happened. And that's probably will account for some of the missed drops. obviously. Ooh, but that Z piece, that Z piece really had nowhere to go. Is able to tap that L piece all the way over. But Rhubarb not having the best time himself, despite being ahead, had a square misdrop. But he's burning down relatively easily here. Gets the long bar all the way left. Noel, really? Okay, there we go. Oh, he didn't get that S piece where he wanted. I think he wanted that one more over, but I think that was an early tap on the next piece. But it's going to hang the L, and I think that's going to do him in. Warm-up is done for Noel, as Martz would say. So, there we go. Rhubarb taking game number 1. GG. All right, and they have agreed to 18 all the way, so once we got those readies, that's all we need. We don't need no level selection. We know what it is. So Noel is ready to go. He's shaking it off. Got that warm-up game out of his system. And Rhubarb is ready to go. So we'll count him down for game 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And yeah, no, that was definitely some insane survival from Noel, but unfortunately just not able to finish it out there. So, no, I think it was definitely some impressive play, so I think it'll help warm him up for this one. Because, I mean, he's facing Rhubarb, and, you know, Rhubarb, of course, one of the tougher players you'll see in this scene. One of the more consistent players as well, so he's definitely someone that you can, if you want to beat him, you gotta be ready to go all the way. Both players kind of high up here. Rhubarb a bit higher. Oh! Hangs the L piece, but gets that long bar all the way over. And now has a Vitz set up here. Well, a sort of Vitz set up. Not a tight Vitz, but it's a Vitz. It's Vitz nonetheless. And that will really help him get out of this situation here. There we go. He's got the one right back open. Is behind by just a few thousand points. I mean, they're neck and neck. And actually, he's behind in lines as well, so... Well, not anymore. But has the lead now. So yeah, neck and neck here through the first 20 lines. Gonna take a nice triple there into the Tetris for Rhubarb. There we go. So 87,000 for Rhubarb, 57 for Noel. Noel doing some digging here. As, ooh, yeah, just didn't really have a spot for square. Didn't want to spire that one that he had. So, and that honestly kind of forced him into some more burns here. So, he's in Dig City, but found his passport, is on the plane home. Just needs another piece or two here. Really just a piece. Plane got a little delayed, and there we go. He is back home from Dig City. Knocks down a Tetris. It's at 89,000. Looks really annoyed with that situation he was in. Oh, and had an early shift, too. Not where he wanted that L piece. Just looking overall very annoyed at the moment. He's at 93,000. Rhubarb at 159. Yeah, they're both looking crystal clean now. Noel hits another Tetris there. There's one for Rhubarb. And we are at the 50 line mark here in this one. And Noel just having himself a suffer series at the moment. He's down by about 90,000 points now. Has to make some crazy tuck setups here to try and survive this. There we go. Make some nice burns here as well. Unfortunately gets a square, not really when he wanted it. So he's been doing some digs that he hasn't really wanted to do, while Rhubarb's just been pouring it on here, just raining him down. He's at 256, make that 278 with that Tetris. And Noel with the dirty Tetris on row 2. Wow, he is all amped up about that one. 159 to 278 now the score. So Noel's got his work cut out for him, but he's got to take it all the way. There's another one for Noel. Now at 182, so we're at the 75 line mark here. We are well into the second half of this 18 portion of play here. So I don't want to at least start to think about the 19 transition. At least be aware, hey, it exists. So there you go. Rhubarb going to take a nice skim with the T and has got himself a long bar dependency towards the middle. And there we go. There's a long bar to fill it in, just as I say that. Commentator's blessings coming tonight. As we've got pretty much exactly a 100,000 point lead in favor of Rhubarb through the first 84 lines. Well, ooh, a nice adjustment with the S-piece. He was going to take the double, but moved it back over. You filthy tappers, that's what you guys can do. Like, you guys can do shit like that. It's great. Like, there we go. So Noel closing in on the gap here. He got 278, Rhubarb at 337, and he's in a bit of a dig now. Has an L dependency, but he's going to make it a line dependency as the long bar was coming. There we go. So he is nice and clean now, waiting on that long bar. There it is. Boom Tetris for Rhubarb. 363. Make that 386 with another one. There we go. We are past the 100 line mark now. About 105 lines for both players. As Rhubarb hits another Tetris here. We're about 20 to 25 lines away from the transition, depending on whose board you're looking at. Nice center well for Noel. And, ooh, there we go. Another one for Noel. Almost misdropped that L piece, but was able to get it in the right spot. So he's closed in on this lead a little bit, but still has his work cut out for him on the 19 plus. He's going to go ahead and burn this down to a traditional right well. So both players looking nice and clean now. So here we go. About 10 lines away from the transition here. And a nice, oh wow, what a nice roof burn there from Noel. But he's getting some not so friendly pieces for his board here. There we go. T all the way left with 8 lines to go till the transition for him. He's at 383. Needs a long bar for that left, like right now. Gets it one piece too late. As Rhubarb transitions at 507. Noel's in trouble here with just 3 lines to go until the changeover. I don't know if he could survive this. At this height, let's see what he can do at 389. Gets the J over, but it's not going to happen past that. Done at 390 just after the transition. That is tough for any player to survive. So Rhubarb at 540 on level 20 is going to go up 2 games to nothing. So there we go. All right, so game 3 coming up shortly once we've got the readies. Rhubarb up 2 games to nothing. Noel looking to start a reverse sweep here. Gauntlet RNG. Yeah, no kidding. All right, they are both ready to go. Noel shaking it off. We're going to go ahead and count them down. Game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, and up next, as this could potentially be the last game of the set, it's going to be Fradog, who I think is making their friendlies debut, up against Martz. And then the night will, after that, the night will be closing out with Ian Keith versus Boxy. So just a quick preview as to what's next. But for Fradog and Martz, Martz knows the drill, but Fradog might not. Just make sure you guys are ready to go. As this could, as if Rhubarb wins this, this will be the last game of the set. But Noel is going to look to buy you guys some time here and force at least a game 4, ideally a decider 2. We'll see what he can do. He'll see what he can do for just for you guys, not for his sake, but for yours. Meanwhile, something happened to his camera, but interesting. Must be overheating from what he was telling me the other day. But quick score check here for the first 20 lines for these guys. Noel with the lead, probably the first lead of this entire series. 94,000 for him, 74 for Rhubarb, and Rhubarb's just been digging pretty much this whole game. And he is way up there. He is deep into Dig City, holding him hostage there. There's the long bar to help him out, and now Noel is having some problems too. And yeah, Martz, I do love that. Yeah, I always love to see new players come in. No, seriously, it's fun. It's always fun to see what new blood can do. It's part of what makes this so exciting, you know? You know, it's friendlies. There's no pressure, no elo on the line, right? Like, it's just, hey, let's get some reps in, you know? Like, I hype it up like it's the freaking, you know, the classic Tetris World Championship, but, you know, it's just for the hell of it at the end of the day, you know? But quick score check here, about 50 lines in now for both of these two. Rhubarb with the Centerwell Tetris to get to 125. Noel a few lines back at 156, make that 179. So Noel with a pretty big lead here. He's had enough. He's had enough losing here in this one. He wants to take this one all the way, and he's looking poised to do that so far. There's the Tetris into 202. Rhubarb just taking some nice burns here to transfer the well back over to the right, as Noel is just raining down Tetris after Tetris here. Yeah, his warm-up is well beyond over now. He is pushing Rhubarb to the limit here, as now it's Rhubarb having some problems here. And, ooh, Rhubarb, early, I think he might have thought that that the hole was one more piece over to the left, but it wasn't. But he's going to go ahead and resolve it. Gets the long bar to fill in that dependency. And there we go. His well is back open on the right side as Noel hits another Tetris and is ahead by over 100,000 points here as we approach the 75 line mark here. It's 149. Make that 172 for Rhubarb. 296 for Noel. Again, as we all know, anything is possible. I have seen crazier chase downs than this. So, just on this show alone. So, there's the Tetris for Noel now. 344 for him. Tetris for Rhubarb, we give him to 240. So, Rhubarb's cutting to the lead a little bit here, as Noel has had to take a couple burns. A nice Z-spin to open up this L dependency, but guess what? That L ain't coming. But it's going to use those S pieces to buy him some more time. And he bought him just enough. Bought himself just enough time there. But now has a J dependency to work out. But guess what? L piece shows up now that it's a J dependency. So that is how cruel this game is. He's getting kind of high up here because of all that nonsense. But there we go. He's got the perfect pieces. Oh my, into the Tetris. Simul Tetris. That blessed RNG there. Noel knocking down another Tetris. So 400,000 for him. 331 for Rhubarb as we are approaching the 110 line mark here. About 20 lines to go till the 19 changeover here. So, yeah, Noel having himself a pretty good game now. And as is Rhubarb. Rhubarb not doing too bad himself. Was able to make up some of that lost pace at the beginning of the game. Yeah, that's right, Martz. Noel not playing around anymore. He was trolling the first two games. So, about a Tetris lead for Noel here, who is behind by about 3-4 lines. There's a Tetris for Rhubarb. Tetris for Noel. Maintaining that one Tetris lead. Tetris for Rhubarb has potential for one more here, but one burn will get him to the 19 transition. Oh, Noel. Setting up that line dependency. Gets the long bar. Is probably gonna look to just burn this out into the transition here. He's got the well open. There's the Tetris now. 483 to 450. Here we go. Game 3. We are off and running here on the 19 plus. So Noel now burning this down. Rhubarb burning as well. So neither player really able to get the upper hand here so far. But Rhubarb hits the Tetris. First one post. But doesn't have the clean board. He got it, but at what cost? That long bar may not be coming. Let's see. Not while it was open. He's going to get a nice tuck with one. Getting some more to help him just fill in his board. as he is getting way up high. Oh, hangs the J. Not going to happen for him. He's done at 484. So Noel at 519 is going to survive, and we're going to a game 4. Yeah, valiant effort there, honestly. Like, there we go. Noel's camera's back. Yeah, seriously, that was some insane speed there. Once we got it ready, we got a 4th game here. Noel has just bought Martin for a dog some time to warm up. And Noel is ready to go. Rhubarb is ready. So we're going to count him down for game 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Rhubarb probably answering Melon Soda. Hey, what's the grip? Oh, nope, decided not to because... oh, there it is. Okay. It just came in late. Dan grip. There you go. Oh my goodness. I know. Well, ooh, having some misdrops here in the early going. It's gonna have to take some burns. Open this up. And staying slow with the 69 bits. Hey now. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I just appreciate everybody being here. You know, it's Monday. If I can make people's Mondays more enjoyable, that's about all I can ask. But thanks for the bits. I really appreciate that. So quick score check here in the early going. Noel going to get his first Tetris in column 9 finally. So he's at 32,000, 71,000 for Rhubarb. So not too far behind the first 15 lines. So nothing too crazy. But Noel definitely looking to take this one all the way. He's going to want to try and up the pace if he wants to. He's going to have to do what he did last time, basically, and hope that Rhubarb also has another suffer game. Another suffer beginning the game. But that's not what's happening so far. He is looking crystal clean, looking crisp here in this game number 4. He's at 119. Noel at 82,000. Yeah, that's right, Tivi. He's shaking his head so much you'd think he's a DAS player. There's the touches for Noel now. 128 to 164. Rhubarb with an S-tuck setup, but decides to resolve with the Z-spin into the J-tuck instead. Wow, nicely done. Definitely has some creative solutions, and that's what's allowed him to take this lead here in the series and in this game too. Simul Tetris, pretty much. Brings the score to 189 for Rhubarb, 153 for Noel through the first 40 lines. Now Rhubarb needing something for the left, does not use the long bar, decides to use a T because that's a better piece for that spot, and he knows it. And there we go. Another Tetris to get him to 217. Noel right behind him at 198. So this is a pretty close affair here. About a Tetris separating these two players. About a Tetris separating the two. As we continue here, Noel with a Z-spin. He didn't get the T, so he decided, you know what, I'll just make a spin instead. There's the Tetris for him. Rhubarb coming in with one as well, so maintaining about a 1 Tetris lead here through 60 lines. We're about halfway to the 19 changeover here in this one. It's about to get lightning fast, and as we saw in that last game, these two can absolutely, these guys can handle just about anything that's thrown at them. Fortunately, Rhubarb, ended up topping out on level 20 because of a rough misdrop of a T, but survived that for longer than the average player could have. Even the average competitive player could have. So, that was a scary situation, but made something out of it. So we're now at the 75 line mark, 80 line mark for Rhubarb, actually. He's got the lead, 358 to 316, but Noel answering back to get to 338. Bring it to within a Tetris. But Rhubarb just running with it, so they're just going back and forth here. Tetris after Tetris. And, ooh, Noel. Oh, a nice T-tuck into the S-spin as well for Noel. Wow. So again, creative solutions for both these two players. Noel gets the long bar for the Tetris. Rhubarb still looking crystal clean here at 405. Knocks down another one. Both players are still... max outs are still on the table here for both of these two players. They've both surpassed the 400,000 mark, and neither are at the 100 line mark yet. Just a Tetris behind is Noel. 434 to 452. As we're now at the 100 line mark here. Rhubarb got another Tetris. Is now at 476. Tetris for Noel now. And Tetris for Rhubarb. Wow. These guys are both dialed in now. As we are now rapidly approaching the 19 transition. Noel just taking the burn to get set up. I think he wanted... I could tell he kind of hesitated. He wanted to throw that T left, but decided to say, you know what? I'm setting up for the Tetris. I don't know when this next long bar is coming, so I'm going to set up. Meanwhile, Rhubarb's starting to pull away a little bit here as Noel had to take a few burns. Rhubarb at 546 with 10 lines to go. Noel, with that Tetris, is at 507. So both players have guaranteed themselves a 500k transition. As we are less than 10 lines away now. This one will absolutely be decided on the post 19, but Noel getting S-bursted here, not what he wants. And Rhubarb, ooh, that J piece not helpful for Rhubarb. As Noel transitions at 541, 555 the transition for Rhubarb. Oh my god, what an L-tuck, but it's not gonna matter. And he's done immediately afterwards. Lost control of the pieces afterwards. So Noel needs to get to 557 to take this one. He's at 545 now. Can just line this out at this point. So 557 is the score he's looking for to take this to a decider. He's at 555, just another double here. We'll do it. It's on level 20. Nice burn there. There we go. That's good enough. 557, and Noel says Game 4 is no more. And we are going to a decider. Wow. That was a crazy finish there to Game 4. So it was once a best of 5 has become a best of 1. Noel is ready to go. And, oh, so is Rhubarb. I just didn't see it. I'm blind. It's fine. Count him down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And up next, it will be Fradog taking on Martz. Mr. Friendlies himself. So that will be after the conclusion of this game, regardless of the result now. As this is the best of 1 now. Winner take all. And by all, I mean the glory, of course. The Friendlies glory. There. Both players on the board with 2 touches here. They are tied at 45,600 through the first 8 lines. Both have gone perfect so far, but oh, Rhubarb takes the first burn. Okay. But Noel still going strong here. Gets the first 3 Tetrises here. No burns for him yet. And there we go. Okay. Both players have burned. I could stop memeing on them about not taking any burns. That 100% Tetris rate. That means they've gone perfect. They're both at 72,000 though. As they both have some holes to contend with. Ooh, Noel with that S misdrop. Oh no, the J! It's gonna hang on the left. Rhubarb has taken the lead. And Noel is going to top out at 74,000. Oh my goodness. And he's done. Rhubarb is going to survive game number 5. Take the game of the match. Momentum was on his side, but Noel just had a rough hang there. Wow. Charlie, ring the bell. All right. So there he is. Congratulations, Rhubarb. You've done it. Noel almost pulling off that reverse sweep. Had won those 2 games and, pretty handily. Did a really good job there. Just not able to pull it off here in game number 5. So, with that, we've got a debut coming up here. We've got Fredog versus Martz. So, stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will be our second to last match of the night. And yeah, with that, let's just get these introductions going. In the red corner, someone that I have never seen play this game before. And that's because he's making his Tetris Friendlies debut tonight. And he is going to look to get his first ever win here over a fan favorite. It's Fredog! Look at that dog. It's a cool dog. And in the blue corner, his opponent, he is known in the world of Tetris Friendlies as the French-Canadian Crusher. And he has never missed a single episode of Tetris Friendlies, whether it be here or with the King. I'm pretty sure he's been on every episode of Tugi's Euro Friendlies too, but he doesn't miss ever. And for that, we call him Mr. Friendlies. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Martz. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Oop, I almost switched to the wrong scene. There we go. Okay. Alright. So this will be best of 5. Levels 15 through 18 are allowed. Though if you guys feel like going slower than that, it's going to be a best of 3. So... So, yeah, you guys can work out amongst yourselves who gets the who gets the level selection, excuse me. But, yeah, once we got readies and a level selection from one of you in the chat, well, ready from both, a level selection from one, we will go ahead and get this one underway. Oh, and Martz with the gift sub to Fredog. Oh my goodness. Just as a welcome present, but more of a present for me for some reason, but thanks. My God, I really appreciate it, man. All right, Fredog is ready to go, level 18. And yeah, Martz is ready to go, as always. He ain't afraid. So we're going to count him down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, it's Texas. It said Texas. It did the thing. Someone get Vanwiller. It did the thing.
And the whole conspiracy would have been exposed!
And Grand Designs with a raid. Table for 9. Welcome in, everybody. You guys are just in time for Fredog, who's making his Tetris Friendlies debut up against Mr. Friendlies himself, Martz. And actually has the lead at the moment. Got the first Tetris of the game. And we got one more after this. Got just one more after this. We had a pretty light queue tonight. And you know what? That is A-okay. Because it'll give my voice some time to rest. For next week, when we expand the number of matches from 8 to 10 matches in the queue. Starting next week. So if you guys are just coming from Grand Designs and we're not here earlier tonight, I'm graduating this week. So that means I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands for the remainder of this month. So, be an earlier start time. More spots in the queue. So, there you go. Mart's now getting S-bursted here as I'm talking all my nonsense. He's at 58,000. For Dog at 80,000. Has a center well set up, and he's gonna get it. And Billy Mac, I got one lined up. I do have a job lined up. It just does. I just don't start till June. I have a month off. That's all. Just got that. You know, the whole rest of this month that I don't have to do anything. So. So 128 for Dog, 65,000 for Martz. Martz having some troubles here in the early going. There's the Tetris for Martz now on row 2. But, ooh, Ferdog kind of getting into some trouble here. He's up high. Okay, he's got the T-piece to resolve it. Open up the column 9 well. There it is. Tetris for Ferdog, 160 to 97. And Ferdog, the only thing I know about Ferdog is that what the PV says in his scene here, which you can't see on my end, but it says 578, and he's competitively considering that. He's playing pretty well right now. So, hopefully I didn't just jinx it, but he's at 187, Martz at 129. So both players kind of digging at the moment, but Martz out of the dig, is going to knock down a Tetris. Ferdog is open as well, just needs to build up his well over on the right, and he's doing so. And notice Ferdog is actually pushing down a bit too. Definitely not a style of play you see super often. You see it from players like Harry Hong and Big Sippy, you know, but I think you see a whole lot. So he'll probably be ahead in lines, and he'll be looking to put the pressure on Martz's side of the field here, as he does have a lead, 229 to 164. Again, Ferdog with the lead, as Martz hits another Tetris to get to 187. And Ferdog with another one as well, just to expand on that. And there's the Tetris from Martz now, 211 to 254. Ooh, Ferdog kind of having some complications, but getting some great pieces. Oh, misdrops the square. Looked like he had an early shift, and that caused him to misdrop the following J as well. And I don't know if he can get out of this. Oh, he's going to be done. Oh, I didn't see the final score, though. Oh, man, I didn't see that final score. So I don't know if Martz actually got it. It was less than 300,000. So if you can get to 300,000, we'll call it good. It was like two. Okay. All right, you're good, Martz. You're good. Go ahead and top out. You're fine. Ferdog said it was like 230. You're at 285. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I didn't remember what it was. Yeah, just try not to reset. I know it's your first time. Okay, cool. Martz got to 300,000 anyway, so. Yeah, just try not to soft reset, just because I got to be able to see the score, so I know what he needs. Yeah, no worries. Just, yeah, for next time. So, all right. Martz ready to go. Ferdog ready to go. We're sticking with 18 for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Now, if Martz had done that, I would have given him a hard time, but but, you know, because he knows. But yeah. Anyway, we're off and running. Both players on the board with the first touches of the game. And yeah, Moo, I know. Another dog playing Tetris, right? Yeah, I think yeah, tell the world champ from this past year that he's got some competition. He's better look out, because Ferdog is coming in, playing decently well too. For considering his PB, he's playing pretty well. So I know normally people around this skill level are a lot more comfortable on 15, but he looks, I mean, again, had a couple, again, had an early shift in the last game, but looks really comfortable here on 18. He's got the lead again here. He's at 97,000 to 57,000, so there's the Tetris for Ferdog. Him to 120. And unfortunately gonna have to create a little hole, but oh, okay, he's gonna go with the J to resolve it here, but unfortunately had to create another hole in the process at the same level. Oh, a nice long bar flat. Wow. Definitely not something I was doing enough when I was at that skill level. My God. He's gonna get that S all the way over. Opens up his hole. And is Tetris ready? He just needs this long bar, but guess what? It ain't coming, so he's gonna have to take some burns. There we go. Long bar shows up. There's the Tetris for Ferdog. 155 now to 108 as Ferdog hits another one to get to 177. But Mart's answering back. So we got a pretty good one going on our hands here. We are over 45 lines in. About 50 lines actually for Ferdog. So Ferdog, of course, is a push-down player, so he's a bit ahead in lines. Taking after people like Harry Hong and Big Sippy, who are known to do that. So both players. Ooh, excuse me. Both players are Tetris ready. Just waiting on the long bar. Ooh, and Martz, I think, missed the adjustment there with the T to get set up for the Z that was coming. But, oh, got another Z there, and that is just not what he wanted. Needs something for that right side. Is going to get the L, but now his board, he's in trouble here. Is going to have some, going to get that great ass control on that Z, but, oh, it's going to hang the T. And with that, Martz is going to be done at 166. And, oh, shoot, I didn't give Martz his glove earlier. What am I doing tonight? We're tied up 1-1. So Ferdog is going to get his first game victory here at Tetris Friendlies. There we go. So yeah, we're 1-1. Yeah, sorry for those who might just be getting here and didn't realize that this was game 2. Yeah, it's okay. You can get it out of your system now. You got a game. You took a game off of Mr. Friendlies. That is... You did it. But once we got some readies and a level selection, I believe it is Ferdog's level selection, and he's going to choose 15. He's going to slow it down, still feeling a little nervous, and Martz is ready to go. So we'll go ahead and count him down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Foxy in the chat says, don't worry, you were still warming up. One of Martz's famous sayings there. Warm-up is done. And it is done for both of these players now, as they have both taken a game here in this one. And Ferdog going to get the first touch of the game. Martz right behind him. There's the Tetris for Ferdog now. 39,000 for him, 20,000 for Martz. And there's the Tetris for Martz. So he's got... Okay, he gets an S piece to help resolve his left side, but it's still not looking too great. Kind of shaking his head. He knows. He did not want that square right at that moment, but game's like, too bad. Here's the square. So, they're neck and neck here. Both players are burning away right now. Mart's just going to go ahead and throw that long bar down the right. Just maybe potentially build on row 2 here. And nope, he's going to go ahead and take the triple. He's going to play safe. And there we go. He's got it open, but he's going to need to build up as well here. And meanwhile, Fredog having some troubles here. He's getting a little high up, but 15 speed is going to allow him to get away with a little bit more than the 18 speed would, as it is a bit slower, have more time to react to pieces coming. Like that, with the square adjustment there, with the J piece incoming. Again, a 15 have a lot more time to make those adjustments, so he's taking advantage of it, and is going to get that triple, as the hole did not allow for a Tetris of that long bar, but will get one on row 2 thereafter. So it's at 98,000. Was trying to decide what to do with that S piece, kind of flipped it a few times, but got it in the right spot. So 113 is the score for Martz, though. So Martz with a slight lead here, about a Tetris. But he's going to expand that by getting another one. Fredog with the Tetris now, and both players with the clean stack here. Fredog actually going to take a slight lead here with that Tetris, though he is ahead in lines as he has been pushing down. So, pretty neck and neck as far as pace, assuming both players get to the kill screen, which, maybe a bold assumption, but you never know. I've seen stranger things happen than that in my lifetime. So, in my short lifetime. Must be the end of the playlist. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and do this then. Let's do. Yeah, that will work. There we go. So quick score check here. We're about 60 to 65 lines in, depending on whose board you're looking at. Mart's a bit behind in lines. Simul Tetris will get Fredog to 183, Martz to 216. As Martz hits another one to get to 235. So, and actually both players pushing down now. So neither player really going to be able to run away with it in lines. Mart's not wanting to give into that pressure that pushing down puts on you. You know, he's going to be like, you know what? You want to push down? I push down too. But Fredog is, oh my god, I look away for a split second and he's getting really high up, but is fortunately getting some decent pieces to burn out of it. Man, needs something for that left side, but best thing he could get is a square. He said, hey, can I get a Z or an L? Best, and you know, Rick Harrison came up to him and was like, best I can do is a square. Oh man, he needs that long bar. Gets it over. Wow. All the way left. He was way up there, but he got it. Mart's in some trouble too. Wow, both of these guys are on the race to Top Out City right now, or rather the race out of Top Out City. Oh man, Fredog with a misdrop. Oh man. He needs this burn here, not gonna get it, and Martz was in some trouble himself, but had enough to take it. So he's good and goes up 2-1 in this one. Thanks, Foxy. I'm glad someone appreciated that joke. We got Jakey Winks in the chat. Well, go ahead. Best I can do. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of... Alright, anyway. Yeah, so it is Martz's level selection, and he has chosen level 15 for... Right? Yeah. Or no, who... Yeah, it was Martz's choice. I couldn't remember. Thank you. Yeah, Martz is usually pretty honest about that sort of thing. So yeah. So, we're going to go with 15 for this... Oh, whoops. Bumped the button. For this game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And after this, after the conclusion of this set, it will be the main event. Ian Keith taking on Boxy. That should be an exciting matchup. So that will be after either the conclusion of this game or after the conclusion of the next game if we get there. So Fredog, we'll be looking to buy you some time, like I always say. And, you know, we've had kind of several matchups that could have been main event material tonight, but, you know, and some have kind of disappointed, some have not, you know, like, shit, even our first match of the night could have been main event material between Sunshine Mario and Dan, like, my God. So, I'm glad, you know, a more diverse group of people have come on tonight, you know, more than just, you know, the usual folks. I mean, and I love the usual folks, but it's, you know, it's always nice to see some new people too, and like for Dog, it's nice to see some new people, you know, every now and again, you know. It's always interesting to see what other people can do here. As Martz hits a Tetris, take the lead here, 50,000 to 32,000. For Dog is in a slight dig. He's going to get that square all the way right. Make room for the T, and there we go. He is all cleaned up and ready to go. Tetris ready. There's the Tetris for Dog. 55,000 for him. Martz taking the lead right back at 70,000 now with that Tetris. Martz with another Tetris to expand his lead to 89,000. Both are at the 30 line mark, so about a two Tetris lead for Martz. For Dog answering back with a Tetris. And they are, yep, there we go. There's another long bar for the Tetris. So For Dog's kind of got a JL dependency on the left. Is going to get the J to fill it in. And now, ooh, yeah, now could really use something for that left side. And is going to get the T, but still could use something over there. Now needs a long bar. Has two line dependencies. Fills one in with the J. And gets the long bar to fill the other one in for the triple. Nicely done. Martz now not having a great time himself, as he's got himself a J dependency over towards the left. And oh! For Dog set up for something dirty here. And there's the dirty Tetris for Dog. 137 now for him. 102 for Martz. And for Dog, oh, you're kidding me. Are you kidding me? Is he going to get this? He's going to get it. Oh, my God. Another one for Dog, the 158. Wow. So there we go, 162. For Dog starting to pull away here. Martz is still way high up. Trying to burn out of this. Looks very annoyed at the state of affairs right now. He's going to get that long bar all the way left. And oh man, but some hangs from For Dog though. Oh, he might not be able to get anything right here. Gets the long bar. Okay, he might be fine. He might be okay. Martz looking in a safer position as well. Neither player in great positioning right now. Martz needing to fill in that left side. Nice fill it. Oh, but For Dog is going to top out at 168. So that'll do him in. 168 was his final score. So Martz, you need to get to 169. Hey now. So Martz, with a fairly clean board, is going to just go ahead and saw long bar coming. He's like, let's take the triple anyway. So he needs to get to 169. Has about 20 lines to go. 20 lines to go until the 16 transition. We'll see that speed increase if he needs to go that far for the chase down, which it's looking like he might. He's taking it slow, and that's what you got to do in this situation. You got to just take it slow. You know, he's got all day to chase this down. So 169 his target. He's at 126. Just taking these nice conservative burns. And he's going to make a tuck setup here. And, ooh, is he going to get the piece? Yes, he's going to get the J. Now he's got a line dependency on the left. He's going to knock down a Tetris, though, to lower that. Make it easier to access. One more Tetris should do it here. He's going to fill in that dependency. He's at 150,000. He's to 169. Hey, now, there's the Tetris. And there it is, 170. His final score. Look at that. And Martz, Mr. Friendly, says game 4 is no more. He's got it. All right, congratulations to you once again. The French-Canadian crusher, Martz, chasing down the score in game number 4. And he's got the game in the match. So congratulations to you, and thank you both, as always, for coming on. For Dog especially, making your debut. It was good to have you. So up next it is main event time. Ian Keith taking on Boxy. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break before we get this one underway. I'll be back in like a minute or two. But also, Ian Keith, we are waiting. Please contact judges. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time, baby. It is our last matchup of the night. Let's get those introductions, please. In the red corner, he is our number one contender for the Upstarts Championship number one contender tournament. He's going to be looking for his shot to take on Remy in the Upstarts Championship once again. And if he can move on in the tournament, he'll be facing Melon Soda, the fire-breathing dragon, Ian Keith. And in the blue corner, his opponent, one of our gracious hosts here on the Tetris Friendlies group. He's the host of the hottest new game show, Who Wants to Be a Max Outer, and also one of our ELO Battles hosts. And he's gonna look to show that he could max out for real. It's Boxy! He's gonna look to slay the dragon. Alright, so once we've got it ready in chat and a level selection, we will go ahead and get this one underway. And also, Ian, I would check your capture card. Because I don't see any movement from it. So, Boxy offering up 18 all the way. Yeah, okay, so Ian saying he's got to restart OBS, having some capture card issues. No worries. Like I said, we are a bit ahead of schedule tonight anyway, so no worries. It's okay, we've been having tech problems all night, it's fine. That is life. That is how it goes. Okay, there we go. Yep, we're good. We're good now. All right. Yep. I'll give you... Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Refresh. That is what I meant to do. Okay. In that case, I can just do this. Oh. All right. So Boxy offering up 18 all the way. If we agree to that, and I can get some two readies, or agree or disagree to that, I should say. And so, all right. So Ian Keith's ready to go. He agrees 18 all the way. So if I could just have Boxy ready up once again, because I know he's warming up here. So, all right, there it is. So we'll count him down. Game number 1 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, here we go. This is it, the last match of the night. And it is a rematch. Ian Keith and Boxy. And I think I've got my records handy here. Who won that? Who won that? I know it was like a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't know, maybe longer ago than that. Yeah, I know they played. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was a while ago. But Ian Keith was able to take it 3-1. Boxy looking for vengeance here, as we are underway in this game number 1. But Ian Keith already with the lead at 53,000, and Boxy with that Tetris at 32. So there we go. Now he's got another one, though, to tie it up. 55,100 apiece. Yeah, for a split second, they were exactly tied. Actually, they are again, so... But Ian's going to expand his lead, though, by taking that Tetris. Ian now with an awkward board here. Not going to be able to tuck anything in there, but could go... Ooh, could have went for a roof berm with that L, but decides to find an alternate solution. There we go. That will work. He's at 102,000 through 27 lines. Boxy at 81, so about a Tetris separating them pace-wise. Now they're neck and neck. So, neck and neck here through the first 30 lines as we are continuing here. And they're both looking pretty clean here, but Boxy has a bit of an overhang. There we go. He resolves it with the L burn there. He's going to go ahead and burn off that right side as well. So he's Tetris ready, as is Ian. Tetris for Ian, Tetris for Boxy. They're about 40 lines in now, and again, Ian with the lead, actually behind by a couple lines as well. And, oh, a nice quick tap of that T over to the left. It looked like, I can see it in his movement, it looked like he quick tapped that. A little reminiscent of somebody else quick tapping. There's the Tetris all the way down the right. There we go. And Boxy, meanwhile, having some complications here on his board. He is definitely not too happy about that. He's got to find a way to burn this down. Oh, but Ian in some trouble. And is going to misdrop the long bar and the one after that. Had 2 chances to fill that in, but couldn't do it. He's done at 81,000. Or 181. 181. Not 81. 181. So 182 your target, Boxy. Yeah, not 81. imagine if he just topped out because I screwed up? Okay, there we go. God, I would have felt so bad. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that is a heist moment. Alright, they're ready to go. Game 2 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, I was wondering. God. What a night. What a night this has been. Like my God. This is what you get when you get someone who is has had a rough semester and is dead on the inside doing this. All right, Tetris for Boxy, 71,000 now, 14,000 for Ian, and is gonna get his first Tetris of the game now at the 10 line mark. So he is on the board. So Boxy with the lead, 76,000 to 62,000. Oh man, but Ian had to cover up his right side with the L piece just as Longbar showed up, but gets another one after opening it up for the Tetris. There we go. So again, so far Boxy having the upper hand in this rematch with the 1 game advantage, but they are neck and neck here in game number 2. Neither player really having the best time here to start out. So there we go. Both players cleaned out now. Boxy with a Tetris. Ian right behind him. And yeah, we'll play this. Why not? Yeah. So 118 for Ian, 134 for Boxy. Ooh, Boxy didn't go for that T-spin, decides to go for an L-spin instead. And that seems to have worked out. That actually cleaned out his stack considerably better. So good on him. Good on him. He knows more than I do. So there we go. Tetris for Boxy, 160 for him. Ian at 126. And oh man, Ian with that J-miss drop. Oh man, Ian, that is gonna send him way upward. And he's done at 126, so Boxy at 161 is good. We'll go up 2-0. All right, wow. So actually, since we're at a point, this is game point for one of you. We'll go and do this, actually. Yeah, there we go. All right. So once we got ready to the chat, we will get this underway. Again, they did agree on 18 all the way, just as the last few have. Yeah, let's take it all the way. Boxy's ready to go. And Ian's ready to go for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So potentially the last game of the night if Boxy can win it. But Ian looking to start the reverse sweep. If he's going to do it, he's got to start now. Because he's down 2-0. And this is it. This is his opportunity. His best Tetris still inside. Now time to let out. As a wise man once said. Well, maybe he didn't say it about Tetris, but... Meanwhile, Boxy looking to sweep the leg. Gets a Tetris down in column 9. Wow, alright, so 1 on the board for him. And 3 on the board there for Ian as he hits another Tetris. Boxy having to take some burns now. And man, he's just not getting this longer. Neither player having an easy time here. Ian in some trouble again, and he's done at 68,000. Oh, come on. You couldn't have scored 1,000 more points? It would have been 69,420. Ian, come on. Come on. So just a few birds for Boxy. He needs to get to 69,000. Hey, now. So disappointing. He had 68,420. Oh my god, that's so disappointing. But anyway, Boxy completes the sweep, and he's gonna take the game of the match for this final matchup of the night. Wow. All right, let me get him that winner scene. And there he is, Boxy getting his revenge after the last time these two faced off, where he was beat 3-1. He came back with a sweep. He wasn't playing around, though. Wasn't necessarily Ian's night either, so I'm sure we'll see them back probably next week. So thank you both for coming on as always, and that's gonna be it for me tonight. And speaking of next week, again, yeah, you have to come back next week. Yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah, next week we will be starting earlier, probably close to 2 hours earlier, as I'm done with school starting at the end of this week. I'm done with school. So, yeah, we'll be starting earlier. We'll be getting more matches in starting next week. I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands in the month of May. So, until I start my new job with one of the big three in the automotive. So, yeah, it'll be really cool. But in the meantime, let's see who's live here. Let's go watch somebody else now, because I'm about done here. Let's see. We got James Chen is live. We've got Chris Bidwell is live playing Dr. Mario. We got Maestro. I don't really know what I'm feeling, to be honest. Let's see. Who's playing Tetris? Is anyone playing Tetris, or is everyone just playing other shit right now? Let's see. Yeah, not really. Got King's alternate account, but we're not rating that because it's an alternate account. Yeah, we'll raid Bidwell. Why not? We'll raid Bidwell. That's a good choice. He's playing Dr. Mario, so yeah. Go say hi to Bidwell for me. It's BSG 4000, right? 4000. That's what it is. BSG 4000. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and give him a raid. So that's it for me. Have a good night, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you all next time. Burb Wizard out.